Here we are with number 17. What do people love to do? They can't wait to give that 3 to everything, and they also cannot wait to call this distribution. Please stop calling it distribution. That's not what distributing is, and we should always think smarter, not harder. Why are you going to raise these? There goes the pen. Why are you going to raise these bigger numbers to the 3rd power when you can simplify first, right? Come on, guys. Like, bring your A game, not your, like, D- game. So let's get into it. In here on our numerator, and I'm doing 17 differently than I'm doing 18. If you want to see a different way of looking at it, watch the other examples and enlighten yourself, right? Expand your mind. So 4, I'm going to break down. I'm going to look at it as 2 times 2. Your brain should see it that way if you do enough practice, especially in lesson 5, where we did prime factorization and factor trees. I cannot stress it enough. And in lesson 2, when we do arithmetic with fractions, I'm going to be breaking them down a lot. The more you watch the videos and listen, and your brain has been exposed to it, the better your instincts will be in high pressure situations like tests and quizzes. Trust me. Now, x to the 5th on top. All right, let's go nuts. Is x, 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 and x. That's x to the 5th. It's x times itself, a batch of 5, right? Numerator, we got a y. Again, I don't do number 18 the same way. Watch for the variety, you know. 16, you should know by heart that 16 is 2 to the 4th power, so no problemo jumping over here to the 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, an expanded prime factorization. X and y to the 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Make sure your y's look different than your 4's. Make sure your x's look different than, God forbid you use an x for multiplication. I mean, come on. And 3rd power. Okay. So what's smarter? Instead of making things harder, smarter is reducing your fractions. Come on. So this 2 and this 2 knock each other out. These 2's knock each other out because anything divided by itself is equal to 1. I'm just going to use a stronger color. There we go. What else can we do? Those have no one to cancel out, or shouldn't say cancel, reduce with, right? X and X, that's all we could do. Y and Y, that's all we can do. Sorry for the blurry. So that over there is taking care of what is inside of those parentheses before we try to go ahead and cube everything inside. Don't cube things until you simplify first, or whatever that power may be. So what's left on the inside for us to work with? I'm glad you asked. Well, we have x to the 4th power, and we have 2 times 2, also known as 4. Instead of making it 4, I'm going to switch it up this time around, and I'm going to make that 2 to the 2nd. Treat it more like the x and the y. Why not, right? Show you could do problems in different ways and still get to the right answer. There's a lot of flexibility the further in math you get, all right? And it's up to you to decide what is going to be the best thing in this situation, right? X to the 4th to the 3rd. Power, the power of a power. Not power to a power. Again, watch number 9 for an explanation on that vocab and terminology, all right? And make sure your teachers are using the right terminology. Okay, please and thank you. X to the 12 over 2 raised to the 6th. Y raised to the 9th. So my first step here, my second step here, my third step is here, scooching around up over here. What else can we do? Well, x to the 12 over, what's 2 to the 6th power? You really should memorize up to like 2 to the 11, maybe even 2 to the 12. I think it's important, and knowing your 2's to a power helps you with your 4's, your 8s, 16s, and so on, because they are all built from 2 to a power anyway, right? At their core of their DNA. So 2 to the 6th power. 2, 4, 8 is 2 to the 3rd. 16, 32, that's 2 to the 5th. Double that, 32, 64. That is our 2 to the 6th. If you had done it where that was a 4 and then you got 4 to the 3rd, that's 64. You have options. But do you really want to do 16 to the 3rd? No, absolutely not. And then y to the 9th. And there's nothing really more to do with this, right? This is pretty nice, kind of cute. In some of the later examples, I do show you how to pull the constants out as a fraction in front. So you could dig around for that. I think they're towards the end. I can't remember what number at the moment. If you want to jump over to number 18, please click over here somewhere. And to go to the playlist, please click over here and watch out that you're using that correct vocab and that you could do these things without a calculator and you know the rules without looking them up every step of the way. All right. And if you're straight up copying all these and think like, oh, I'll just copy them, my brain will become magically smart. You got to struggle. You got to struggle. You got to do them by yourself, get them wrong, and then make corrections or press pauses as you're watching, or you're not going to get any better at these things. I'm just telling you right now. So sayonara for now.